Is your cat suddenly more affectionate and loving? Is your independent feline suddenly a baby in your arms? Does this desire for cuddles, does it seem to come with an on and off switch that you've never seemed to understand? Does your cat's desire for affection, although something you greatly appreciate, often leave you a bit miffed? In this material, we'll talk about why cats can become quite affectionate and have a great desire for a cuddle session. The shocking reason? Perhaps, but I've got a bit of a list for you today that could help you to connect those dots and have a better understanding of what your cat is thinking during what appears to be random moments of affection. Interesting topic and hopefully a helpful one. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Cats, even felines that are known for being a bit distant and not really giving in to affection or actively seeking out the cuddles, they can and will often change their tune for a few core reasons. First off, let's talk about the sunrise. After the night gives way to the morning, some cats will seek out their owners in a loving way once a new day begins. Do you notice that your cat loves to enter your bedroom or even jump on your bed first thing in the morning? Does this often seem like the peak time for affection for the duration of your cat's entire day? Those hours apart, say 8 to 10 hours, once the morning shows its face, your cat could be quite anxious to see your face. It's not uncommon for cats to become a bit more cuddly first thing in the morning. And piggybacking on the morning also brings mealtime. Your cat's cuddles could be, at least in part, a selfish way of attempting to get you up, get you moving, and get that food train on the tracks. If your cat is hungry and knows that the mealtime window is open, an outward display of affection could be your cat's way of initiating the process of a very essential need: breakfast. Another reason for this seemingly new desire for cuddles could be due to old age. Cats, even felines that have lived with a very independent and somewhat standoffish personality, they often mellow with time. If a cat is of senior status, the desire to engage with others with family can become stronger. If your cat is now more cuddly than ever before, how old is your pet? Your cat's age could have a lot to do with those current desires for attention and affection. While some cats grow distant with time, others can behave in the opposite fashion, seeking out their owners and enjoying that cuddle time on the sofa. Life for senior cats is many times less about living out that curious adventure and more about enjoying those simple pleasures. Perhaps pleasures that were dismissed and ignored during those younger years. Since climbing that tree is no longer possible and even no longer tempting, but a nap on the sofa right next to my owner, that seems like a wonderful way to end the day. The cuddle time is often far more tempting and desirable the older a cat becomes. If your cat has suddenly become your cuddle buddy, poor health, unfortunately, could be a reason. Now, while it goes without saying that this is indeed a horrible reason for your cat to become so affectionate, if your cat has always been known for avoiding that action, and never been the type of feline to embrace the cuddles, this sudden change-up could be health-related. Because while it is very much true that some cats become distant and grow distant and become lethargic and stay out of the action, that's also a potential indicator of poor health, but not every sick cat retreats. Some felines become closer with their owners and seek out that love and affection. Now, while sudden affection certainly doesn't mean that your cat is sick, far from it. But if you notice that your pet has been shying away from the normal routine, not eating properly, showing signs of lethargy and a lack of proper grooming, a sudden display of affection with other concerns being present could certainly be a sign that your cat is not well. And the final reason for the sudden or shocking request for cuddles is anxiety and fear. Your cat is upset and stressed for whatever the reason or reasons, it could turn to you for help. During a thunderstorm, fireworks, during a holiday celebration, guests in the home, people that your cat doesn't know, the possibilities are numerous. But if your cat, your rather independent pet that doesn't often seek your attention, is now right by your side on the sofa, your pet could be afraid. It's not uncommon for cats to seek a bit of refuge when they're stressed, hiding under the bed, under the sofa. Sometimes cats will even retreat to their very own litter box in an effort to find comfort. Similar to the noted health concerns, if a cat isn't well mentally, emotionally, or physically, turning to their loving owner for help is not uncommon. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your personal thoughts on this topic? Has there ever been a time along your ownership journey where your cat seemed to show more affection and be more cuddly for reasons that you just didn't seem to understand, or reasons that didn't seem quite obvious? Did your cat, a cat that never once bothered to jump on the sofa and want your attention, suddenly want to be right there in your lap? From personal experience owning a senior cat, I was able to watch the transition in real time, especially as it related to age and health. My senior cat, he passed away in the summer of 2019 at the age of 20. I noticed that over the course of the last 5 or 6 years of his life, all he really wanted to do was just enjoy the good life. Whereas younger cats, even adult felines, still have that active spark and love to stalk, hunt, and run around and play, over time he became quite the observer. Instead of being front and center in the game of life, he seemed to enjoy standing on the sidelines and just watching, taking it all in. Late in his life, several kittens entered the fold. As they grew, he enjoyed playing the role of uncle for them, watching over them, keeping them out of trouble. He liked to go outside, but only to observe. He would sit in a big green chair, a patio chair, and just watch the other cats play. From his perch, he always looked like a lifeguard on duty. But with respect to this topic, I can say from personal experience that my senior cat became much more affectionate as he aged and his health deteriorated. Not to say that he wasn't affectionate before, but with all of the things he could have done with his day, resting on the sofa, near the end of his life, that was his favorite thing to do. Once again, to the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, if you have a similar story or just general thoughts on this topic that you'd like to share, that comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.